To make switching to the new Boost Mobile risk-free, we're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee.
So why wouldn't you switch from Verizon or T-Mobile?
Because you have nothing to lose. Boost Mobile is offering a 30-day money-back guarantee.
No, I asked why wouldn't you switch from Verizon or T-Mobile?
Oh.
Wouldn't.
Because you love wasting money as a way to punish yourself because your mother never showed you enough love as a child?
Whoa. Easy there.
Yeah.
Applies to online activations. Requires port in and auto pay. Customers activating in stores may be charged non-refundable activation fees.
On today's Smart 7, fresh airstrikes on Beirut, Britain bows out of Chagos Islands and much more. It's Friday, 4th of October, it's World Animal Day, and happy birthday, Dakota Johnson.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Israeli troops continued to push forward into Lebanon on Thursday, with the IDF issuing evacuation warnings for residents of the city of Nabatea, meaning over 1 million people have now been displaced. The ground invasion comes after the assassination of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah last weekend, and there was new information on the background to that strike on Thursday. Lebanese Foreign Minister Abdallah Abu Habib told CNN that moments before the leader was killed, a ceasefire deal had been agreed.
We agreed completely, Lebanon agreed to ceasefire, and we informed the Americans and the French that what happened. And they told us that Mr. Netanyahu also agreed on the statement that was issued by both presidents.
Friday morning saw more airstrikes on Beirut as Israel appeared to target Hezbollah's new leadership. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer was quick to support Israel's right to self-defence after the Iranian ballistic missiles attack on Tuesday evening, but independent MP Zara Sultana says that he's out of step with the views of the public.
What we're hearing is a Prime Minister that is not reflecting British public opinion. The British public is clearly on the right side of history, and it's a shame that our political leaders are not.
Presumably when Prime Minister Keir Starmer decided he was going to pay back £6,000 worth of gifts, including Taylor Swift tickets and some high-priced fashion, he hoped that the ongoing drama over donations would die down, but there was no sign of that on Thursday. Industry Minister Sarah Jones says the reason the PM has made the gesture is to draw a line under the issue and to help restore trust in politics.
We need to do more to make sure people trust politicians, because politics can be a force for good. That is the whole driving value of what Keir Starmer is about, and that's what he's going to do in this government.
The Tory party were quick to criticise, saying Starmer was only being transparent because his back was against the wall. He's also announced a review of the rules around donations, with an update due to the ministerial code and a new set of principles on gifts and donations. Mayor of Greater Manchester Andy Burnham says it's the appropriate way to handle the issue.
He's absolutely right to say clearer rules are needed for everybody, so everyone knows exactly what's expected. So I think we've got to the right place here, and I think it will help all members of Parliament.
There was a somewhat unexpected government announcement on Wednesday that sparked a political firestorm. The UK formally gave up its right to the tiny Chagos Island group, which are located in the Indian Ocean, that have long been claimed by Mauritius. The agreement came after years of negotiation and was welcomed by US President Joe Biden, while a joint US and UK military base on the island of Diego Garcia will remain in operation as part of the deal. The announcement, however, sparked fierce criticism from Tory candidates, including Tom Tugendhat, who called it a shameful retreat, and James Cleverly, who branded it a weak deal. Former British diplomat Jonathan Powell wasn't too impressed.
These comments are a bit silly. James Cleverly was leading these negotiations not that many months ago. The reason the British government started negotiating with the Mauritians was because of the law cases. So for the people who were involved in that negotiation to start criticising the outcome, something they couldn't achieve, is absolutely ludicrous.
NATO's new Secretary-General Mark Rutte was on the road on Thursday as he visited Kyiv for the first time since he succeeded Jens Stoltenberg. He met with Ukrainian President Zelensky and offered assurances that Ukraine's NATO membership is closer than ever. But with Russia continuing to make headway in the Donbass, that may not be much comfort. Ukrainian forces had to abandon the city of Vuhledar this week, giving Russia a major victory as winter approaches. Rutte says Western allies are aware of the pressure and the need for faster delivery of weapons.
We know the need is urgent, and we are working hard to do more and more quickly. Supporting Ukraine and replenishing our own stocks means increasing industrial production. And that will be a priority for me.
Still to come on today's Smart 7, United have a lucky escape and we find out what Jennifer Aniston did with salmon sperm right after this.
To get people excited about Boost Mobile's new nationwide 5G network, we're offering unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month.
Forever.
Even if you have a baby.
Even if your baby has a baby.
Even if you grow old and wrinkly and you start repeating yourself.
Even if you start repeating yourself.
Even if you're on your deathbed and you need to make one last call.
Or text.
Right, or text the long-lost son you abandoned at birth.
You'll still get unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month with Boost Mobile.
Forever!
After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Unlimited plan.
Forever.
Welcome back.
Thursday night saw a feast of Europa League and Europa Conference League action, with 34 games in total across the two competitions. Man United and Spurs were in Europa League action, while Chelsea faced Ghent in the Conference League. Spurs had an early kick-off away to Hungarian side Ferencváros in Budapest, and despite a late scare, they came away 2-1 winners. Chelsea beat Ghent 4-2. United were also on the road in Portugal to face Porto, with huge pressure on manager Erik ten Hag to get a decent result. He was lucky to come away with a 3-3 draw after United lost a 2-goal lead and went down to 10 men, but he says he has confidence in his team.
Don't judge us in this moment, judge us in the end of the season. We are in the process, we will improve, and we have now 2 seasons where we achieve finals. Just wait.
Jennifer Aniston has been busy. She's been marking the 30th anniversary of Friends. She's shooting season 4 of The Morning Show, and she's even had time to write a children's book about her dog Clyde. She also popped up with Jimmy Kimmel to chat about some of the weirdest rumours she's had to deal with over the years. There have been some pretty strange stories, including that she had a salmon sperm facial, which turned out to be true, and that she travels with jars of olives, also true. There was one that she was definitely happy to deny, however.
Of all the calls you get from your publicist where you're just like, oh no, what's it going to be? And then it's that.
Yeah. So the truth about Jen and Barack is that there is no truth.
There is no truth. I've met him once.
Is there a truth about you and Michelle?
That is not true.
There's a new movie on the way to Netflix that celebrates the true story of the test tube baby. Nowadays, we refer to the process as IVF, but back in the late 60s, when British scientists first started work on the process of in vitro fertilisation, newspapers referred to it, and the children born because of the procedure, as test tube babies. The first child born through IVF was Louise Joy Brown in 1978, and the new movie Joy traces the true story of a scientist, a surgeon and a nurse and embryologist who teamed up to make miracles happen. It stars Bill Nighy, Thomasina McKenzie and James Norton, and it hits Netflix on November 22nd.
You're aware we will unite the world against us.
What you're doing is disgusting. It's wrong! I'm helping people, Mum. Doesn't make it right. Is it in the interest of science?
Yes.
Infertility is a scientific problem.
It only affects a very small number of women.
Small number.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
And now, a next-level moment from AT&T Business. Say you've sent out a gigantic shipment of pillows, and they need to be there in time for International Sleep Day. You've got AT&T 5G, so you're fully confident. But the vendor isn't responding, and International Sleep Day is tomorrow. Luckily, AT&T 5G lets you deal with any issues with ease, so the pillows will get delivered and everyone can sleep soundly, especially you. AT&T 5G requires a compatible plan and device. 5G is not available everywhere. See att.com/5G for you for details.